I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I didn't even ask them why. When my parents told me there wouldn't be enough space for me at the annual family retreat, I just nodded, pretending to understand. But that same evening, when the group chat lit up with photos, my siblings packing, cousins cracking jokes, even family friends I hadn't seen in years tagging themselves "can't wait," I felt it. That quiet burn in my chest. They had room for everyone, except me. Backstory setup. The retreat wasn't just a weekend, it was tradition. Our parents rented the same lakeside lodge every summer. Bonfires, late-night drinks, laughter echoing across the water. When we were kids, I was the one who organized the games, planned the scavenger hunts, woke up early to make pancakes while everyone else slept. I wasn't the loudest, I wasn't the favorite, but I was constant. Which is why their lie cut so deep. Not enough space. But somehow, 66 others made the list. Discovery of betrayal. I didn't confront them. I watched. I studied. Screenshots of invitations, tags in posts, names carefully listed on the lodge's reservation site. They hadn't even tried to hide it. I wasn't excluded by mistake. I was erased. And as I scrolled through those names, an idea began to form. Revenge doesn't always need rage. Sometimes it only requires precision. I researched the lodge, its policies, its vulnerabilities. One detail stood out. They had a strict occupancy rule, fire code compliance. If management discovered more guests than registered, the entire group would be evicted immediately. No refunds, no exceptions. 66. That was nearly double the legal limit. They thought I wouldn't be there, but I was already moving in silence. 9 hours before their check-in, I called the lodge. Not as myself, no. I used a measured voice, polite but concerned. Claimed I was a neighbor. Reported rowdy groups sneaking in more guests than allowed, planning parties far beyond capacity. The manager assured me he'd keep an eye out, but that wasn't enough. So I went further. I printed copies of the guest list my siblings had so proudly shared online. Names, tags, the count. 66. Proof. I slipped it anonymously into the lodge's email, marked urgent, fire code violation. Then I waited. The group arrived with their coolers, their laughter, their blind arrogance. I stayed home, my phone silent, watching. By evening, the cracks appeared. A cousin posted a selfie. Packed house, hope it doesn't collapse. Another joked, "We're breaking records with this crew." They had no idea they were already under surveillance. At 8:47 p.m., the first call came. From my brother. I didn't answer. At 9:12, the second wave hit. Mom, then Dad, then the group chat exploding in all caps, "What did you do?" I finally answered when Mom's number flashed again. Her voice was ragged, almost shrill. "They kicked us out. They threw everyone out. Do you understand? They said we lied on the paperwork, that we overbooked, that someone reported us." Her scream cracked through the speaker. "This is family, and you've ruined it." I let the silence stretch. Then I said, slowly, "No, you ruined it when you decided there wasn't space for me." And I hung up. I imagine the scene often. 66 relatives, dragging luggage back to their cars under the cold night air. Children crying, adults shouting blame at one another. The bonfire unlit, the lodge locked behind them. And me, sitting in my quiet apartment. No noise, no chaos, just peace. They thought excluding me would make me small, invisible. Instead, I reminded them, I don't need to raise my voice to be heard. All it takes is one move, one well-placed strike. They'll never forget the year the retreat ended before it even began. And neither will I. Because sometimes revenge isn't loud, it's quiet, surgical, final. And in that silence, I finally felt what they never gave me: space.